Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another vid. Now, the WBC had put out a statement or an update, as you will call, on the investigation into the Alexander Povetkin's positive test result for the drug meldonium, which was recently banned by WADA. Now, recently or last week, WADA put out a statement which pretty much cleared all athletes who have tested positive for the legal limit. They've extended that period from April 30th to October 30th of this year. Okay, they have stated that, so which means that could more likely pertain to Povetkin. However, they didn't quite address the three positive test results, which I'm still waiting for a positive the three negative test results, which we're still are waiting for an answer on, which still remains a mystery at this point. So based off this information they've provided, which they did openly admit that they haven't really conducted concrete research on excretion periods for meldonium to exit the human body, whatnot. So they have admitted to that. Okay, so with that said, you would expect that the WBC have reviewed the document, which they've had, which actually Mauricio Suleiman has stated, and they will come to a decision within the week or so, which is this week. So, with that said and done, they provided an update, and I'm going to go ahead and read this to you word for word, then you come to your conclusions after I read this. This is from Boxing Scene. Shout out to them, by the way. It says here, quote, on January 14th of this year, the WBC assembled and convened an emergency review committee that included scientific, medical, and legal advisors. The committee reviewed and discussed the information available concerning Alexander Povetkin's positive test result for the banned substance meldonium. On June 28th of this year, which was last week, Mr. Povetkin and his medical and scientific team met with the WBC in Mexico City, which they are based in, and presented their position as part of the WBC investigative process in this matter. The WBC has offered Champion Wilder and his team an opportunity to present their own medical and scientific information, and the meeting has been confirmed to take place by mid-July. In the meantime, WADA has released an updated informational notice concerning meldonium, which the WBC and its committee will thoroughly review while continuing with the process outlined by the Clean Boxing Program. The WBC will continue its process and inquiry and will provide additional information in the very near future. All right, that's the end of the article. Now, first things first, for those who don't know what the WBC's Clean Boxing Program is, about a couple of days ago, they have announced that every top 15 fighter within their sanctioning organization must undergo a strict random drug testing program year round. The testing also involves in competition, out of competition structure, and it will be free of cost to the fighters. So, which is very, very, very good news. So the fighters can't complain about the cost of the tests. So it'll be free of charge, and they will have to undergo that if they're ranked in the top 15. So that is mandated by the WBC with their new clean the clean drug testing program, as they call it. So, which is very, very, very good news. Now, here is the one thing I'm very, very confused about here. Now, WADA's statement apparently will clear Povetkin, okay? They will clearly clear him, even though there's still unanswered questions left in that statement, okay? However, the WBC said they will thoroughly review the document, which Mauricio Suleiman had openly admitted that they've already reviewed it. Now they're saying that they're going to thoroughly review it, and believe me, the document is not that long to review. It's only a 3-4 page document? So it shouldn't take that long to thoroughly review. So what I'm very confused about, and I'm very perplexed here, is that Wilder and his team has been offered to present their own medical and scientific case in mid-July with the WBC. So what is this all about? I mean, what does Wilder seem to have anything to do with Povetkin's positive test result with Moldovan? Can someone help me understand that here? Because I'm not going to speculate on that. All right. Just help me understand is what does Wilder have anything to do with this, or his team, by that matter? Do they have further information on Moldovan that we're unaware of, or what's going on here? Okay, this thing is very, very odd, and it's further damaged the YTBC in many ways because it's become very divisive. You know, because bottom line is that we were hoping to see this fight, and then when Povetkin had tested positive for the banned substance, you know, days before the fight, that's when things just start to go downhill from here. You know, we've got inconsistent statements from Povetkin and his team. You know, then we have the WBC who's being inconsistent. Now you have WADA who rescinded their old policy from March 1st of this year to October 30th of this year without addressing the 3 positive test results with Povetkin. I mean, the negative result. They have yet to release a statement on Povetkin's case. So that's why I'm very, very complexed here. And now they're bringing Wilder and his medical team involved and his legal lawyers to meet with the WBC in mid-July. Furthermore, the WBC has announced that they will come to a final decision in the near future. I mean, what does that mean? I mean, that means what's the near future? Is that next week? Is that towards the end of August, or is it the end of this month? I mean, what's going on here? I would expect, and I would predict that they would clear Povetkin based off the findings that the WADA had came out with recently. But yet they still won't make their decision. And I've told everyone about this, who are jumping up for joy for WADA clearing Povetkin. Okay, fine. But WADA has openly admitted that they don't have a jurisdiction to penalize a fighter for failing a drug test. Their job is to go ahead and submit the results to the governing body, like the WBC. They can provide their medical opinion or advice here. They can advise the WBC, but the WBC or any other sanctioning body or governing body, by that matter, will make the final decision. They will listen to the recommendations, but needless to say, they make the final decision. That's why I told everyone is that don't jump up for joy yet. The WBC will have to make the final decision. And what do you know? They still have yet to make the decision. Now they're saying that we need more time to thoroughly review the situation, and we're inviting Wilder and his team and his medical staff to come down and present their case. What is this all about? Oh man, this is some shady business right here. Now, obviously, this is not Wilder's fault. Oh no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this is quite a very, very perplexed or strange situation that Wilder's now getting involved in this. Why? Okay, and the WBC has yet to. Now they're saying that they don't have a definite time of when they're going to come up with their decision of their ruling. Oh, man, all I got to say is come up with the ruling as soon as possible, okay? If you're going to disqualify the man, just disqualify the man. If you're not going to do it, just say you're not going to disqualify him. Because I think this thing has been prolonged way too long. And to me, the best course of action, if you ask me, is just go ahead and clear Povetkin, go ahead and clear him. But if you want to go ahead and sanction the fight between him and Wilder, let the fight happen on Wilder's terms. Let him reserve the right to have that fight held at a preferred venue or location. Let him choose the ring size. Let him choose the gloves. And Povetkin, in my opinion, needs to get a purse deducted for this, to be honest with you. I think that's being more than fair to Povetkin, if you ask me. If he still wants that shot, then he's going to have to concede to those demands. That's just my take on it. Okay? That's just my take. So, if you listen to this video, I'm looking at this from both sides of the aisle here. Now, yes, Povetkin is cleared by WADA. Okay, I can accept that. But the thing is, there are still unanswered questions that no one's been able to answer. And yet, WADA themselves have yet to answer that question. Oh, my God. All I got to say is, guys, I'm not going to report on this anymore until there's a final ruling. I don't care if there's any other update. I don't care what they say or they say. I'm not going to report on this anymore until they come up with the final ruling. Now, this thing's going to be pushed back to maybe like August. More likely. That's just me. That's just me only speculating on that because they said that in the near future we'll come with a decision, and yet that's not a definite answer. So, All right. Only thing left to do is I'm gonna go ahead and post a link to the article. I'm gonna post a link to the article in the description box so you can come to your own conclusions on it. And let me know about what you think about this on with your honest opinion. Do you really think the WBC will clear Povetkin, which I think they will, or do you think they're prolonging this process just to present a case that Povetkin could be founded at fault here? I don't know. I'm just asking for your honest opinion on this matter, okay? Because I just think that this thing has been prolonged way too long. They need just to come up with this decision as soon as possible. That's all I got to say. And let me know what you think. I'm signing off. Peace.